Welcome to the Park Bench. My name is David Hawksworth, and I'm here with Dave Outerkirk. Dave, nice to see you again.
Hey, nice to be back on.
Despite it being 100 degrees today,
Yeah, exactly.
we're thinking about fall, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, both for the weather and just it cooling down a little bit, and planning for soccer. So we've got registrations open right now for just our regular fall soccer. Any of our registrations, you can go to www.salinasoccer.org, and there's links always there. And then we've got Soccer Fest coming up on August 19th. So registration for the fall soccer runs through about August 11th, and we'll start early September. Soccer Fest will open up this coming Friday, which would be the 28th of February or of July, and that will happen August 19th. So yeah, we've got some exciting programs going.
Okay. I read that the fall soccer this year includes a new group of kids.
Yep, we're going to include first graders, so I've got everything divided up so that it's just 2 grade years each time, so first, second. I've kind of broke up the upper middle school just a little bit different, just to hopefully not have 3 grades and such a spread in the age divisions. And we've just had lots of inquiries about first grade included in the whole mix of stuff. So yeah, we're going to try it for the first time this year.
All right. Well, it's always great to see the program growing.
Yes. Well, we have been. We've got Junction City coming in from out of town. We've got some Hayes teams coming in from out of town. So it just kind of continues to, slowly but surely add some numbers and add some teams and add some variety for the local teams. I mean, we do have some local teams that get formed in the kind of the traditional Parks and Rec way, but it gives those kids a chance to kind of see what else is out there too,
right.
Along with being able to participate right here in Salina.
Okay. Well, speaking of participating in Salina, we're here at the Salina Soccer Complex here on East Magnolia.
Yep.
About how many fields can this handle?
It kind of depends on how we set it up. I mean, there are 7 full-size pads if we set everything up as a full-size, 120 by 70 yard field. But we subdivide those. You can see over, or maybe you can't see, but back on pad 5, we've got 3 3v3 fields set up, along with one other smaller mid-size field. And then here on the pad that we're standing next to, we have one adult-size field that when we play the summer stuff, they play 7v7, so it's a U11 12-size field. So we could probably set up 14 to 16 fields out here if we did them all small. And if we did them all 3v3, we could have lots of, because I can fit probably about 5 or 6 3v3 fields per pad, so we could have a bunch of 3v3 fields out here. Most of the time we're running about 7, 8 fields out here of different mixes of sizes.
Okay, all right. So you mentioned first and second graders are going to play together,
right.
Third and fourth.
Yeah, every two guys. So it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and we'll just kind of see what the numbers do as far as what sizes of groups that we divide them up into. We might do some of the older groups into like 9v9 or 11v11. We kind of traditionally do everything 7v7 just so that we always have enough numbers to have enough teams. But we're also looking to make this a transition step for club soccer if they want to move into that. And so we're trying to match that up as much as possible as the program grows so that it's not too much of a step for a team that maybe wants to even expand down into traveling to Wichita or other places to just go ahead and make that transition. So yeah.
Okay, cool. You said practice will start early September?
Right, yeah. We usually start, practice will probably start somewhere in the late August range.
Okay.
Games will start September 9th for the Salina Parks and Rec. The club teams are kind of gearing up. They'll get started a little bit earlier. They're probably going to start practicing about August 1st, and they'll go down to Wichita and play, mid to late August. Soccer Fest is kind of the thing that we're doing right now. We're kind of gearing up for, because it's a one-day big event. Last year we had around 92 kids sign up for the program. 99 KG and Shane McClintock assist in that and are kind of the spearhead of that. But he has lots of sponsors lined up, Marshall Motors, Copyco, I know Bounceroos are out here. It's a great event where we just try to make it so that the kids can come out here and enjoy soccer without a whole bunch of instruction. It's not a camp. I kind of intentionally advertise it that way.
Right.
We're not doing skill work. We're not just doing this camp thing. We want a day where the kids are just out here having fun playing and they just kind of get to do the thing that they like the most, which is play soccer and score goals.
Right, cool. So back to the Parks and Rec soccer.
Okay.
How many games do they end up playing?
They get 6 games in the regular season league, and then we do a year-end tournament. So that usually gives them 1 or 2 or maybe 3 more games. So every team will get at least 7 games with the tournament counted in, and then there might be a team or 2 that gets 8 or 9 games.
Okay, okay. And that's over the course of September and October?
Yeah, we'll run from September 9th all the way through October, basically. Usually about that last weekend right before Halloween, we're wrapping up. So, yeah, it's all the teams practice 1 to 2 times a week. It just kind of depends on the teams and the coaches' availability, because then it'll be dictated by how much the families can get together. I mean, the Parks and Rec is an opportunity for kids to try out soccer, so it's got all different skill levels. But we have some teams that get a little bit more dedicated to it than others sometimes. So yeah, I mean, they can get out here, and the complex at this point in time is looking great. So we're excited to have everybody, get rolling here in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, even with the warm weather, everything is nice and lush and green here.
We get just enough rain where it's kind of keeping it nice and lush. And I know the guy that mows out here says he's mowing twice a week, so it's busy time.
Yeah. Okay, so sign-ups for fall soccer are happening now through about August 11th.
August 11th on that.
What's the registration fee? What's included in it?
It's $60 per kid on the Salina Parks and Rec, and that gets them a shirt also. Obviously, we allow team registration, so they take care of their own shirts in that case, and that's $300 a team.
Okay.
And then that will be divided up. We'll get them a shirt, we'll get them divided into team, we'll get them coaches if they do the individual registration. The team registration, obviously, they're kind of taking care of that themselves, so yeah.
Okay. And the games are they on a Saturday? Or
mostly
during
on
the week?
Saturdays. We've occasionally had to mix in some Sundays, and then we throw in a Monday night so that maybe we can get them underneath the lights, so they just have the experience of that. And some of the kids really enjoy that, just the idea that it's at a different time and you're underneath lights and you're kind of the focus, because we don't do a ton of games that night. We usually do maybe 1 to 3 games, and so you're kind of the focus. It's not like there's 5 other games going on with people everywhere on the complex, so it's kind of a need experience for them.
Yeah, and by September it'll be dark by about 7:30.
That's exactly right. We don't have to go too late, and we can have the lights on.
Okay, well, cool. Anything else we should know about the soccer program this year?
No, I mean, I'm just excited to kind of continue to look at ideas and expand the opportunity for kids to play soccer, and so yeah, that's what we're kind of looking to do.
Okay, well, I know the program is growing every year.
Yep.
And this is no exception with first graders coming on board this year. So.
Right. Well, we went from my first year, I think we were in that 60 to 65 kids range with about maybe 4 or 5 teams. Last spring, we had about 200 kids signed up,
wow.
and we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 24 or so teams. So, I mean, I hope to just keep adding to that.
Cool. Well, Dave, thanks. I really appreciate your
All right.
time.
I appreciate it very much.
And we'll see you next time on the Park Bench.